Welcome to 54 Golf. I want to start off today's show with...
He is that even keel guy. Nothing's going to bother him. He plays well in the Ryder Cup.
The majors are always the best opportunity to answer that question.
As far as the pros, they should be able to hit that shot. We don't hit the ball as good as them.
You're right in the fact that he's an absolute superstar. And he's just like running to a car to get a granola bar.
What's going on, everybody? This is Jerome. This is 54 Golf. I have Jay with me. I have Austin tonight. Aaron is busy saving lives, and Cheech is busy taking them. But we're here to talk to you tonight about the international series.
Capes. Okay.
Not all heroes wear capes. That's right. Some of them, are really good at golf. Some aren't. We're going to talk about the LIV Golf Promotions. We're going to talk about the international series. We're going to cover the Internet Invitational that went on recently. And we're going to dig in right there. So the Internet Invitational, the Barstool Bob Does Sports tournament that went on recently. What golfers do you think should get, possibly brought into LIV Golf?
From the Internet Invitational? I mean, I think we've all spoke on George Bryan, Wesley Bryan. I think Peter Finch, always a amazing golfer, plays phenomenal. He's a UK guy, so we know how UK's presence in LIV is always is there, fan wise. I would love to see Chazzy. I've known Chazzy on YouTube. If you watch the Internet Invitational, you know him now. But I've watched him and Josh Kelly for about a year now, or as long as they've been together. They're awesome. I'd love to see him. I mean, I think they should open it up to women. That'd be awesome. See Paige.
I'd never say no to that.
Sarah Winter, really, I was surprised to see how good she was. It's fun. It's entertaining, to say the least.
Now, are you saying even the women as a LIV Golf player?
I'm saying they should open it up to that. That'd be pretty sweet.
I mean, the whole idea is like, if LIV Golf were to invite them to the, LIV Golf Promotions, do you think they'd be able to compete with the other professional golfers that are in the LIV Golf Promotions?
Some of them.
Compete, I think so. I mean, anybody can have an amazing round anytime. Can they consistently do it as all of the other professional golfers?
All 4 rounds?
Yeah, like that's tough.
So let's dig right into that. The LIV Golf Promotions, it's going to be at the Black Diamond Ranch in Lecanto, Florida on January 8th to the 11th in 2026. Man, we're talking about 2026. Jesus.
You're talking about 2 months. You're talking about 2 months from now.
It's crazy. It's crazy. No, it's nuts. So here it is, right? Round 1 is on Thursday, 18-hole stroke play. Top 20 in ties advance to round 2. Awesome. Round 2 is on Friday. Scores reset from round 1. 18-hole stroke play. Top 20 in ties advance to round 3 and 4. Then round 3 and 4, Saturday, scores reset from round 2. 18-hole stroke play. Sunday, round 4, scores carry over from round 3. 18-hole stroke play. Playoff only as needed to determine winner and second place. And then the prize that everybody's fighting for is a 2026 LIV Golf spot and a purse of $200K. And second place gets a 2026 LIV Golf spot and $150K, along with the top 10 get 2026 International Series exemptions. What are your thoughts?
Top how many?
Top 10.
Top 10. Top 10 get a 2026 International Series exemption.
Go ahead, Austin. I'll let you speak on it.
I think it's pretty neat that they're bringing it over here because if I remember correctly, they were doing it in Saudi Arabia last year.
Yes, last year it was in Riyadh, I think.
Okay. I think it's pretty neat that they're doing it over here. They may get a different showing of people that show up there.
People are always willing to watch golf in Florida, so.
And I feel like some of the players may have a different advantage because the course structure is more structured to U.S. playing fields. Every course is different depending on which country you're going to. And they're just giving 2 spots instead of 1. So we get a chance to see who's going to be making those spots right off the bat.
Now, how many, what's the field? How many? Do we know that?
I don't know if there is a number.
I don't have any info on that. Let's see here.
I don't remember seeing one when I read through it.
No, it doesn't say how many.
So wait, who? So some of those guys from the Internet Invitational can realistically be asked.
Right.
I
Which
didn't know
was
if there was
kind of the point of Aaron bringing up that question.
I didn't know if that was a
Mhm.
hypothetical, like, what is this? If they were able to, who would you want to see, or if it's actual possibility?
Oh yeah, I never got to answer that, by the way. I'd like to see the Bryant brothers get in there on a team together.
Oh, dominance.
I just feel like they're funny, they're witty. Like there's a lot of that banter that goes on. Not that you're going to catch all of that, but they do a lot of mic'd up stuff.
And a
here's a
massive
quick-
following.
I mean, yeah. I mean, LIV
That's
Golf
the biggest
could
thing with YouTube
use,
Golf
could
right
use
now.
so many more people watching.
Absolutely. Well, what I'm saying is, it YouTube Golf is such a great platform for so many people people don't even realize how good they are. Like, people play with Grant, like professional golfers, and they're like, I cannot believe, like, you should be playing on the tour. And then he always says, like, oh, well, I just wouldn't make it because I get this, I get that, I get, anxiety. But they're good enough. So I think having that YouTube backing of 1 million followers, 2 million followers, 3 million followers makes a huge difference. And that's why they brought Rick Shields on there, because he's got over 3 million subscribers. It's a huge platform and avenue to bring people over to LIV. So I think adding a couple players, especially big namers like the Bryan brothers, would be so beneficial for that league.
I don't disagree. Now, going back to the winner of the LIV Golf Promotional Invitational and whatnot, do you guys think that the winner and second place should be put on rosters? Should they just be wild cards? I mean, in the past, they kind of do like a draft, right, of everybody that's being invited in. So what are your thoughts on that?
I wish I knew how many were open in the field, because I think that makes a difference. If you're 1 and 2 out of 500, or 1 and 2 out of 100, even 100, or 75. I mean, that's a big deal. I think you should get right on the team, to be honest with you, because you're beating out a bunch of guys 1-2. You deserve a team. I don't think you deserve just a wild card or a promotional period. I think you deserve to get on a team for at least a year.
I agree with
I like
Jay
the
on
draft
this.
style. I like some of the bottom teams, just like in other sports, you get first draft pick. So those players might be very, very good at that point in time. So it can help a lower ranked team that really needs that solid player to get them through there.
Yeah, cream rises to the top. You get 2 of the best guys in that field that deserve a spot, and the bottom teams should have a chance to pick them up. And then if they earn their spot throughout the first year on LIV, then they deserve a team.
I really feel like the Majestics or the Cliques or the Ironheads, they all need some sort of spark. And any one of them could really be using some guy that's going to be a very dominant player pulling through here. So like these 1 and 2s, the first and second place teams, I feel like they should be able to get some player like that.
I agree. Now, moving real quick, should the top 2 finishers from the International Series, right, the LIV Golf International Series, should they be put in as wild cards or rostered this year for LIV?
Oh, I thought you just asked that. Did you not?
No. We're talking about the LIV Golf Promotional Invitational.
Oh, okay.
Now, LIV Golf has an international series going along with the Asian Tour. Do you think they should be wild cards or offered a roster spot?
Now, Scott Vincent Hughes.
You know what? I was looking at the leaderboard, not the rankings. My bad.
Now, Scott Vincent, he played on the Ironheads, correct? For
He did.
Short period.
Not very well. He was on the team last year. He was on for the whole season.
Yeah, I feel like he had a lot of sunblock on the whole time.
I think they need to do something different. They need to do something different. I think it's a little stagnant. I think going to an event, if somebody goes to an event like we did, there's nothing better. I think it's super exciting. It's fun to watch. You can really get right in the action. And there's so much difference than PGA Tour. Live event, I'm talking. But I think they need to just change some things up, gain more fans. I'm not sure what it is, but I think it has to do something with the players that nobody knows. I think what I mean, though, is if you have a team of 4 I can't say superstars, but 4 good, well-known golfers at any day, any tournament, at any day of the tournament, one of them can turn it on. It's more rare to see somebody who is a no-namer or not playing well consistently to have that ability. So it's almost like a wasted spot for me. It just becomes like you're not getting that. I don't know. I don't know how I want to explain it. It's tough to explain, but I just feel like they need to make a change as far as who they get in. And again, we talked about the YouTube. I just think you bring over so many eyes that it's an instant connection, and people want to watch those guys, whether they're playing good or not. They know they're there, and they're going to tune in to watch it.
So you're just looking
Maybe,
for.
I think that's a maybe though, because YouTube people that watch YouTube golf, they are they're fans, but only on their terms, right?
I feel like I hear so many of them say that they support these guys, that they'll watch anything they're in, like the Creator Classic. I understand that. I understand it's all the same platform. It's all on YouTube. I get that, but they will watch anything that some of these guys go for and play for. And I think
I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
Events,
I hope that's a thing.
And having all the cross events like the Internet Invitational and the Creator Classic, where you're bringing in multiple YouTube guys. So if you're a George Bryan and Wesley Bryan fan, you watch the Bryan Bros channel religiously, and those are the guys you watch. Now you start to know Bob Does Sports. You start to know all these other people, Grant Horvat, Micah. All these guys are starting. So now you're like, oh, they're really good. They were awesome in the Internet Invitational. I want to watch them. I like their personality. I like the way they play. Then you subscribe to their channel. Now you're across the board, and one guy who's watching is fans of all of these different creators, and then you bring them onto TV. I think it would draw a big audience. That would be more exciting for me. Yes, I watch way too much YouTube golf, and I enjoy that. Cheech, somebody who never watches YouTube golf, hates it, rather watch it on TV.
When do you watch YouTube golf?
Collide. What's that?
When do you watch it?
All day, every day. On the toilet, at night, on break. Like, I enjoy it. Why? Because it's easy access all the time. I can get it anytime I want.
That's just the kind of point I was just trying to make, is that, you know, it's a different thing when you have on-demand videos to watch whenever you want.
But I understand that point.
Right.
But I'm saying, if those guys that they love to watch on demand were on an actual televised event, they would make the time to watch that, and that would bring the eyes over to TV. I really feel that way, because when you watch people on YouTube, no matter what it is, sports or cooking or whatever it is, you almost become friends with those people. You think you know them, but you don't, right? And
it's like our fans. They think we're friends. I mean, they send us stuff all the time. Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is, like, you become part of that. You become consumed with it, and I think you can move that over no matter where it is. Like a podcast, those same guys on a podcast, your favorite podcast. Grant goes on Joe Rogan. I'm listening to that because I want to hear what Grant has to say with Joe Rogan. So whether it's
you
voice,
are looking for
whether
a
it's
visual, you're looking for a personal relationship with the players. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for that X factor. Like, you like Grant Horvat because you watch him on YouTube and you enjoy that part of it, just like all your other YouTube players. I feel like Ricky Fowler is one of those players. He doesn't play well, but he still has such a good following because people love Ricky for that reason. There's a bunch of those players out there. They would need to do more of a personal bio and like put more stuff out. Like when the Netflix stuff came out, like so many more players got heard of, like Wacko Neiman. Like one of those things is because they put that out there and they were doing a lot more promoting of the actual players, so you get to know them and you get a little bit more feel for them. You're like, holy crap, I like this guy or this person. I feel like that's what they need to do.
Relatable.
They need to do it on a greater scale, because right now I don't see a lot of stuff about LIV Golf players getting to know their personalities and what they do.
I think allowing them to do their own YouTube channels, unlike the PGA Tour, does give them that outlet to show who they truly are, like a Bryson. And then you got all these other guys that you see on the Crushers, other guys that join other, groups or YouTube people. You get to see that side of them. So that freedom to be able to do that does help. But yeah, I don't know. That's my perspective on it.
I also don't know how you got down that road in the first place.
I just feel like they need to make a change. That was the whole point. I feel like
Gotcha.
LIV needs to make a change. But most of these big time YouTube guys with 2, 3, 4 million followers, they wouldn't even want to go over there because that could make or break them. Do you know
Of
what I'm
course,
trying to say? Like
I
they
feel
have
like
it
we had
made
that
in YouTube. They're
conversation
making
before.
$20,000-$30,000 a month or more. It's like why leave that? They have a huge fan base. They get to do the freedom of whatever they want to do. Even though
I mean,
LIV
if
is a
they're
shorter schedule than PGA, it's going to be hard to take them away from them.
yeah, but if they have the ability to produce content, I mean, Bryson produces content for the internet alongside being a captain for a successful team in LIV. I feel like if he can do it, these guys that are good
But
at
he is a professional athlete. These guys aren't professional. They don't do it professionally. They don't live and breathe it. Yes, they do in a way, right? That's all
do you know
they
what
do.
do you know what the difference between the two of them is?
What's
The
your opinion?
guys that are golfing for YouTube aren't being paid officially by a league to play golf yet. They still both play golf. They both they walk the course. I mean, yeah, Bryson's used to it after doing it for a long time, but I don't feel like this isn't like the level of, playing flag football in your backyard and playing in the NFL. I feel like you can work up to walking 18 and playing that much golf.
I do think there's a difference between the YouTube golfers, and I don't want to like hate on them by any means, but the YouTube golfers and the Bryson DeChambeaus, which are like the cream of the crop. There's I would bet Bryson will beat that person 100 out of 100 times.
Okay, maybe we're using Bryson as a poor example.
If you were talking about the bottom of the bottom of LIV, like sure, okay, those guys, yes,
dude. They beat these guys all the time on YouTube. They invite them on their channels and they beat them. They'll get 3 strokes and they'll beat them by 7.
So why invite them to come play and LIV just for their numbers?
I just think it's a different scenario when you're doing it on your own terms.
I'm talking bring the draw.
No, I'm saying I think it's a little bit different scenario when you're doing it on your own terms on your own channel versus when you were doing it in a tournament where you have a whole bunch of other players and there's a little bit more stress involved.
No, Chris, I think you took what I said wrong. I meant that the YouTube guys get 3 strokes and then beat them by 5. The pros. Not the other way around.
Okay.
So they're good enough to play on it.
I did pick that up wrong. I'm sorry.
I do. Yeah, I do think the pros have a slight edge. I disagree a little bit.
All right.
Game.
Adjusting a little bit. So there's some news out today that there are 3 trademarks that LIV Golf has registered this week. One, Real Club de Toros Golf Club, which might be considered, some thought to that is a rebrand of the Fireballs. Southern Balindi Golf Club. It's a possible new team. The name comes from a prime eminent that is from the language in Prune, where Anirban Lahiri is from. Could see a team based around Indian or South Asian golfers.
Shout out my people.
And then Becco East Golf Club. This is another possible. It's the third one that could possibly be a new team. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
I love that. Giving everybody a chance, every kind of ethnic background. I know India is starting to really come around with golfing. It wasn't always their number one sport, but I think they're really making a boom over the last 10 years. The stats are out there, so that would be pretty sweet. Because there's talent everywhere, right? You just don't get to see it on a big stage. A lot of times when you come from a small area, you don't get the publicity as other people, maybe not the opportunity as other people.
PGA makes it extremely hard to break into that, especially if you're a foreigner, from a third world country, that doesn't have a major bankroll or is not rich.
I think that's huge. I will say this in the game of golf in the third world country side of things. Yes, anything that makes it grow more and more and more is just, it's awesome. It's great to see other sides of it reaching out. There's so much more. And like here, I follow him on Instagram. He does a lot for just his country, just putting so much out to put golf clubs in hands and just to help people out there that he does. I think that speaks volumes to just get the awareness out, to make it more cost effective for kids to be able to play golf and to get out there and just be in that type of zone. I feel like it's very cool. So seeing those things happen, I think it's very cool.
Man, I'm going to be upset if Anderben leaves.
Where's he going? I'd like to see him start a new team. Why not?
Because I like him on the Crushers.
Okay, well, maybe you got a new
that's my point.
I don't think he's leaving, but you never know.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, if he starts a new team, not leaving LIV. Obviously, he's playing more than well enough to, still be sticking around.
Maybe South Dakota is listening.
Maybe. Tony Finau, that's another one. He's Polynesian, right? What are your guys' thoughts about having, instead of having just like wild cards, just go out there and play, just having a 14th team that's like called wild cards?
I don't like that.
And you don't like the idea of that?
No.
Jay, what are your thoughts?
I like that, and I like rotational throughout the whole season. That gives more people a chance. And you can bring YouTube guys in that regard, because then you bring in a George Bryan. I'm sticking to it. You bring in a George Bryan or a Wesley Bryan, they get to play one round. If they play well, they get to stay. I think if you score within the top
50%.
Yes, top 40% individual, you get to stay for another week.
I mean, that's what it is right now.
That's cool.
Right?
That's tough. I mean, it's tough to do.
I like
you
that.
You get to stay in the top. You get in the top 40. You get to stay another week. You could play the whole year, and then that second or the 3 other rotations within the team. See ya. Bring on new guys. I think that'd be awesome.
I like it. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Jay.
If they're good enough, have them go qualify. Like, have them go qualify. Have them go play in
qualified for professional tournaments.
Have them go play in this invitational, because when you start bringing celebrities, that's what I'm going to call them, because they're not professional golfers; they're professional athletes. It starts to make it seem like we're
see him play with the best player in the world.
I have seen him play. He's a very good golfer, but it just gives the people that don't like LIV this name of the circus or these forgotten players and blah blah blah, everything else. It just continues to write that ship. I would like.
Why they brought Anthony Kim on to play subpar golf for a whole year?
Awful.
Okay, so he won't be playing this year, but they still have wild cards.
Okay, but he was a professional golfer.
At one time.
That's why I say it. Listen, the Steph Currys, the Ray Allens, the Tony Romo, these scratch golf, these scratch golfers that are great, have them go play the Invitational. If they get first place, they're automatically in LIV. But like that's perfectly fine.
He's talking about a wild card. I like the wild card team where you can swap people out. I think that would be awesome.
It's a wild card.
I just feel like if you
they're literally there just to fill space. They're warm bodies. There's a reason they're not on a team, right? They're
I don't know if this will suspend them from being able to sign on the PGA Tour. I don't know how that works, but I'm thinking college studs in the NCAA get their chance to play on LIV and see how they like it.
Oh, I love this segue.
Going for, I don't know how that works though. I don't know if that'll ban them.
I like the segue because I want to talk about Tom McKibben being. I feel like he could be our first up and comer that is a very solid athlete that is coming up through the LIV side of it, where you have like the Scotty Schefflers of the PGA that came through that whole entire process, and they're some of those best players. I do feel like Tom McKibben's going to be one of those players that you're going to see his name up top in majors, and I feel like his game's just very well. I want to see what your thoughts were on that as well.
I think he's playing well too. I think that, now that he has an exemption to play in the majors, I'm excited to see what comes of that. Especially
I'm very excited to
if
see
he joins LIV
at the Masters, because that's going to be our first major that we get to see him at. I really hope he does well.
I think what we see in golf a lot though is the waves, right? You see potential. They play well 1 or 2 tournaments, and then they fizzle out. It's happened across the board, no matter what tour you're on. With regard, with like you get a Scotty Scheffler, you get a Tiger Woods, you get guys who make runs. But for the average guy, how many times we've seen, oh, he's the next superstar, and then he's a flop. I hope that's not the case, but golf's tough, man. Golf's tough
So
for
I don't
anybody,
really.
even the
Okay,
best
so
in the
I take
world.
that back. I don't mean the Scotty Scheffler or the Tiger Woods because those are guys that are going to be the all-time greats. I'm talking about some of these good farm players that you get to pick to start out this way and then continue to stay hot. I feel like, like Waco's like that, but he started out on PJ and he made the move. Tom McGibbon, he started out here, and that's kind of where he's going. He's played in a couple. He played in like a PJ Championship. Other than that, he's been pretty much through LIV when he signed his first contract because he had an option to go to the tour, but he decided to come this way.
Smart man. Austin, let's hold that pin in what you brought up earlier. We can talk about that next week. Anything else before I wrap it up, guys?
Shot a 69 today.
Jay's
we
playing
throw that
great.
out there.
Jay's playing great
Although
golf.
we're coming to an end in New York for the season.
Yeah.
Austin, how much time we have left?
Clock is ticking.
We got, if you're going by the USGA rules, we got like a week. We got till the 14th, I believe.
Yeah, so we're running out of time here.
10 days. 10 days as of tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm trying to
All
play
you
tomorrow.
down
If I play well tomorrow, I'm playing Wednesday. If I play well Wednesday, I'm playing Sunday. And then I'm playing Tuesday.
So you're just playing tomorrow?
Depending on who I get paired up with. But I'm playing with Danny, so it should be good.
There you go.
I'm excited.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. Please hit like, please hit subscribe, hit the bell in the corner so you know when we're posting. Please comment below what you think about the International Series. What do you think about the Internet Invitational? Should they try and play and live? Let us know what you think below. Follow us on all socials.
In the promotions?
Who should be in there? Should it be 1,000 people?
Should Tony Romo's and Steph Curry.
Why isn't Jay invited? That's what I want to know. Why isn't Jay invited?
Stupid.
Is it a requirement? You have to have a certain amount of hair on top of your head, not just below the chin?
Hey, you got to
Let
be
us know in
happy
the
that
comments.
I don't have this thing anymore. The Syrian. I'm getting there though. I'm coming back.
Yeah, no, but I'm working on my my Amish beard.
Hey, you've been working on it for what, 39 years?
I'm playing golf with Ezekiel tomorrow.
Excellent. Tell Jebediah I said hello.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.